Hi folks, this is Andrew over at the Stockpile. Today's video is going to be about a cartridge rather than any particular firearm. However, we're going to go ahead and showcase some of the firearms chambered in said cartridge. This cartridge has been vilified by the media for almost 30 years. It was developed for a war that never took place, adopted by over 40 militaries, and quite frankly, it's often misunderstood for a variety of reasons. The cartridge we're going to talk about is the 5.7x28. The 5.7x28. This cartridge was developed by FN in the mid to late 80s. They wanted it, the purpose of it was to be used in a PDW type firearm, personal defense weapon, that would be issued to essentially non-front line soldiers. They could be artillerymen, mechanics, truck drivers, what have you. There was a real fear at the time that the 9mm and 45 caliber pistols and submachine guns that would normally be issued to these soldiers would not be able to go up against the body armor the Soviets are wearing. They're issuing essentially flak jackets, body armor that had titanium plating in it, which would stop those calibers. First PDW that really came about chambered for the cartridge was this. This is a P90, or rather PS90, the semi-auto version of the P90. And they used a kind of unique blowback system with a 50-round magazine that loads from the top. The P90 would be full auto. They wanted something that had multiple hit probability at a target, punch for body armor, very easy to use, which it does that fantastically. Of course, World War III never happened. The submachine gun PDW P90 system was essentially adopted by multiple militaries, law enforcement, limited adoption, however was not fully adopted by NATO until very recently. As a matter of fact, 2021 is when they adopted it. However, since then it was chambered in all sorts of other firearms. Soon after the P90, the next firearm that was developed for that cartridge was the FN 5.7. Kind of same deal. Basically, if you wanted something that could punch your body armor, but was a little more portable than even the P90, got issued a 5.7. This gun got a lot of notoriety because it was a compact, concealable firearm. There was a lot of hysteria back in the late 90s about cop killer rounds or something that could punch your body armor. Unfortunately, these pistols are actually one of the favored firearms by cartels down in Mexico for that purpose. As a matter of fact, these guns, if they're able to get their hands on them, demand a premium. But essentially, what does this cartridge do for your average citizen or person that wants a firearm chambered in this caliber? Well, going into that, I have shot a lot of 5.7 firearms over the years, and I have some takeaways from it. One is incredibly flat shooting round. Essentially, effective distance, in especially the handgun variants, is almost double that of a 9mm. It's very easy to slap targets out at 100 yards with a 5.7 with some practice. Also, it is a very soft recoiling firearm. Magazine capacity for most of the firearms chambered in 5.7 is incredible. It generally ranges anywhere between 20 to, I'd say, like 24, 26 rounds, depending on the type of firearm it is. And a handgun. Also in carbine format, again, very high capacity, very light recoiling. There's a lot of variety within the ammunition. There's a lot of manufacturers producing 5.7x28 ammunition currently. Fiocchi has brought a bunch of bulk ammunition in this at a price point that pretty much is reasonable on the market. You still can purchase a lot of the ballistic tips, hollow points, what have you on the market. Spear actually offers a gold dot round chambered in 5.7 right now. Plus, you kind of have a lot of the gray market stuff that's still floating around there, like the LE stuff, the green tip, which is a very hot, very mild armor piercing round. The black tip stuff rarely ever shows up on the market. But again, you got a lot of variety. It's a very versatile round. You're seeing a lot of firearms chambered in it. And one that actually just came out is the Kel-Tec Sub 2000. Normally would be chambered 9mm in the most modern variant that'll accept the lock magazines. However, this one, chambered 5.7x28, accepts the FN 5.7 magazine. So just like the counterparts accept lock mags, if you happen to have an FN 5.7 handgun, you can share magazines between each other. And they do make aftermarkets plus like some type of additions to the magazines. You can up your capacity all the way up to 30 rounds, which gives you a very handy, lightweight, very accurate, plus a flatter shooting cartridge at range, like I mentioned earlier, out of a gun like this. So this would actually be a very great option for home defense, the security use, for whatever. I mean, it stows away, weighs nothing. You can throw it in a backpack or a duffel bag. Great option. That being said, does the 5.7x28 have relevance in 2024? Absolutely. I think it's a fantastic round. Does it have limits? Absolutely. But I think a lot of the pros, especially with the cost of the ammunition coming down, the variety of firearms and the variety of ammunition that's available, also makes it a fantastic choice for home defense, varmint use, planking, what have you. That being said, be sure to check out our YouTube channel, like and subscribe on that. Check our Facebook page out. Go ahead and give a share on that, follow, like it. We got plenty of YouTube videos that are being populated. They're getting excellent traction. Subscribers are up. We're gonna keep on doing this with even better content in the future. You guys have a nice day.